It's
What
the
I mean, we're
Paris
going to bring Emma out
Chong
here soon to talk
Yeah.
about the
Show.
film. But what advice do you have for young photographers that are looking to get in the business? Like, what advice would you give somebody? Maybe people that not everybody can afford a Leica,
That's
but
true.
what would you say is the number one thing to start with?
To be able to afford themselves, I would say you got to be brave. And people think like, what do you, like,
Yeah.
go into the street and run in front of a car. I mean, what's brave? But
No.
being truthful is bravery. You have to really sort of find out what is. I liken it to the movie. I'll say like, what's your movie? Who's in it? What where are they from? What are they wearing? What are their antagonists? What are they trying to achieve or overcome? When you take a photograph, you can apply those same things. What are you doing? You go out the door. Are you photographing cars? You know, trees? Are you
Mm-hmm.
photographing people? And why? And how do you further your unique vision of anything, either photographically or cinematically? And once you get to that point, the people who are brave, like on the film side, the David Lynch's and I mean, Yorgos Lanthimos, just recently with Emma Stone, like it's just,
Yeah.
very interesting,
Mm-hmm.
dynamic films, but they're him. He's a great photographer, by the way.
Is he?
Great photographer.
Hmm.
Yeah. And he's got a book out, which is great, I
Does he
promise.
shoot Leica?
I would imagine so. The last book was
Do you
all
know
four by
him?
five. No, no, we have a connection to him through his publisher, but
Mm-hmm.
um, I'll try to make that connection because
Okay.
he's truly amazing.
That movie was wild.
Yes, yes, but that's his
I was
storytelling.
so surprised she did that movie just because it was so weird, but then she won the Oscar for it, right?
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
Well, there, yeah,
And it's very dynamic these days.
yeah.
I mean, the
I love her.
substance,
She's
no,
amazing. She's
but
just
these are
amazing.
brave people,
Hmm.
no more brave than Emma, who you'll see in a moment. Literally, the bravery to tell that story and all that honesty is remarkable.
Yeah,
Because the one thing, I mean, I love Emma Stone, but it was written for her and she played it, right? This is her telling her own story. That's brave because it's about loss. It's about what it is to lose your
yeah.
love,
And something everyone can relate to because I mean, who hasn't had some kind of
or if you
loss?
haven't, it
And you're
can
not
happen.
alive.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
I
pretty
mean, who
much.
hasn't?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, so be brave, tell your own story, put your own
Yeah,
thumbprint on it, and
that's good advice.
yeah, I think so.
So, where can people see your photography and find out more information about all the shows and things coming up?
I think like the show that you're going to put up at some point soon. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, well, I want to talk to you about that. Yeah,
I would love. Yeah, I'm just.
yeah,
We do not have a show planned right now.
we will.
Totally
Don't
just
worry,
ambush
he'll
Paris,
be
but
back. No, not at
we're
all.
we're friends, folks. So,
Yeah,
um,
I know this guy.
no. So, what was the question again?
Did you
Sorry.
want to do a show? Is that you? I mean, you can do a show whenever you
I would love
want.
to.
Yeah. Oh,
I
then
would love to. Obviously,
okay.
yeah, for sure. But what was the question
Maybe
again?
I'll
Where
put
can
you
they
with
see the work?
Sylvie Bloom. Sylvie Bloom.
D-
She's opening January 2027. That could be kind of interesting since you guys work together already.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
gonna put some new?
We
We're gonna do.
hung
You're
out
gonna.
all the time for a
I
while
love
there.
that. I love that you told me that. Okay, so but your website.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, De Paola Pictures is the
Mm-hmm.
website, the Instagram, so that gives you just a smattering of things. I don't put anything up for my major clients online because I just don't believe in that. So you won't find that there. But it's
That's
a good
cool.
idea of what, yeah, it's a statement of mine.
Your
And
privacy.
well, it just I I'm you can't do me,
Yeah.
and I can't do Bill, and Bill can't do Phil Penman, and
Yeah.
we did a talk together, Phil Penman and I, and
I
we were
love his work.
talking about that. Yeah, amazing, but no one works harder than that guy, by the way.
I know he's incredible.
He's incredible.
I love his work.
Yeah, yeah, and just yeah, really amazing. But so the idea is like Matthew does Matthew, like so I do portraits. Matthew does portraits. Mark Mann does portraits. Bill does portraits. You, they're unique,
Yeah.
and that's what it needs to be. It
Yeah.
needs
You
to
need to
be
be
where it's
unique
yeah.
and not a copycat.
No, and it's so easy, and this is really important. This is one of the things I teach, but I do a lot of study on how we see and how our mind works and this and that. But when we see something, that sight goes instantly to your memory center first, not to vision.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. You s you see something with
That's
your
like
eyes, you
with
go to
music too.
is it?
When you hear music, it automatically takes you somewhere in your memory. It's not
That you know,
about
that I don't I haven't studied the audio side of it, just the visual side, but the notion is that could be yeah, really, it does it
Mhm.
brings you back type thing. But when you see something and it goes into your memory, now it's in your memory. Now you start to feel comfortable because you've seen it before. So when you go scrolling through Instagram like all day and night, that's all going into your memory. So what is you in that?
Yeah.
So we have to be mindful that we're seeing the multitudes of media out there in all different forms to be able to separate. Well, that's them. Oh, that's great, but it's them. That's
Yeah.
that person. But who am I? Like, what is your story? You're looking at all this stuff. So it gets derivative, right? So everything on Instagram looks the same.
Yeah.
Not everything, but you know what I'm saying.
I do.
It has a similarity because we're all being fed the same information. I suggest that you just be conscious enough to know that that's not me. I do it because I want to know what other people are doing.
Right.
So for me, it's other people, right?
You remove yourself from
I
it.
remove myself from it so that I can retain, you know, but I just love the craft and the art, and so it's for me just I like
Yeah,
to see
you're
it.
definitely doing your own thing, Mark. I mean, you're definitely like individual. You're like unique. You that's like you just basically described how you are, which is cool.
Well, thank you, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
no,
it's good. You're super
it's
unique.
important. That's all I got,
And it's been
Paris.
so great hanging out with you and getting to know you better. We've had some fun together.
We've had yes,
So
some great stories.
It's the Paris Chong Show.